YouTube, yo, what it do? It's back with another video. It's gonna be a little different from what I posted last time. This one's gonna be a little story time, you know what I'm saying? Inspired by my homeboy, actually, his name is Jared for the World. Go follow him on Twitch and go sub to his YouTube channel and go follow all his socials. I put the link to all of his stuff in the description. I tag him in the description, and I also put up a picture, one or two up here on the screen for y'all to go find him. Yeah, it's gonna be a little inspiration story time because he did a story time about this, so I figured I might as well do it as well. I'm not gonna lie, I've done this intro like 3 times already, but my phone kept falling. I need to get a mic so y'all can hear me better without the echo, but we gonna invest in that a little bit. Also, real quick, I just want to say my bad for not posting. I know I said I was gonna post a little bit more and try to be more frequent, which to be fair, is a little bit more frequent than what I have been posting, because I ain't gonna lie, I hadn't posted in like 4 or 5 years before that last video. My bad, I got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, you know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to finish this semester of school real quick. I got 2 more weeks, so pray for your boy. He's trying to get this stuff done and trying to get this degree so I can get this money, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, there's gonna be a little story time about how I lost my V card, and also about, you know what I'm saying, how me and my ex are no longer a thing, because, you know what I'm saying, I figured might as well throw it in there while I'm talking about the topic. So we got to go back to start off the story. We got to go back to the beginning of 2022, my senior year of high school. Well, yeah, because I graduated in 22, if y'all didn't know that. So beginning of 2022, late January, early February, I met this, I'm not gonna say her name. She probably not gonna see this, but I'm not gonna out her name because that's crazy to do, and I just don't like when people do that type of shit. Excuse my language, by the way. I'm gonna be a little bit more, I guess, comfortable with the topic, because yeah, I'm learning. I'm trying to be better with my language and all that. But yeah, I met this girl at one of my previous jobs. Excuse me. We both used to work there, which, by the way, to anybody who's watching this and thinking about dating a girl that's at their job, don't do it, bro. Job relationships are never a good idea, bro. Just don't do it. I didn't believe. I was like, maybe this one will be cool. You know what I'm saying? We're not even doing da 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 da. Just don't do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Just don't do it. It ain't even worth it. Also, don't mind the hair. I'm a little rough right now. I ain't had a cut in a minute, and I just had a retwist, but you know what I'm saying. My hair just, yeah. Anyways, it's not what y'all here for. So we started dating. Early 2022. I was still in high school. She was in college, which some people I think is crazy, which honestly I see as a little crazy now, but at the same time, I don't know, because it depends. Some people see it weird, some people don't. I was 17, she was like 19, something like that, and then I turned like 18, and then she turned 21, but that's later on in the story. Everything was cool for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We just dating, woo-dee woo-woo-woo. She was, I ain't gonna lie, she wasn't like my main like type, but I still fuck with her like heavy. She was short, dark skin. Yeah, she was short, little dark skin. She's a little thick shit. You know what I'm saying? Your boy got a little, you know what I'm saying? Got some good taste for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Actually, for the most part, what am I talking about? Your boy got good taste in women. I'm not gonna, in the looks appearance. I'm not gonna say in the personality, because if anybody sees this and they start pausing, hey, Jared, if you react to this and you start pausing, talking about, oh yeah, you don't got good taste, fuck you, my boy. You hating for real. But anyways, yeah, little chocolate, dark skin, some thick shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit was cool. It was a little hard to go out and do certain things. I felt a little embarrassed, I'm not gonna lie, because I was a senior in high school with a job, but I had no car. Well, I had a car, but I didn't have a driver's license to drive the car. All I had was my learners, because it's a whole nother situation. But long story short, I did all of my driving stuff online, but it was like 2 little programs that they offered. It was like the self-taught, which was the parent-taught one, and then there was another one where like you had to do all the stuff for your learners from it online, and then you have to go in, for your driver's test, you have to go in and get taught by some like an actual driver's ed teacher. And I didn't want to do that. I was just like, just let me do the parent taught, you know what I'm saying? It's quicker and it's easier. So I had to switch. Long story short, I had to switch programs and then I had to get that done. That took all the way until like late 2022, like December 2022. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, me trying to take her out on a date or going somewhere, we had to both get dropped off and she had to, you know what I'm saying, get in the car with me as one of my parents drove, you know what I'm saying. That was a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, sitting in the back with your girl when you're supposed to be, you know, driving. I don't know, it's just kind of just, I think it was more so embarrassing as a man, because you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to be held to a certain standard. But yeah, things was cool. And at first when you started in, she was like, oh, I just want to let you know you're not gonna hit in like the first 3 months. I'm not gonna let you fuck and at this point in my life, I mean, I thought about it at 17, but I wasn't like, I'm trying to crush, fuck with this girl talking, I'm trying to crush, hang. I was just like, okay, cool. If I do, that's cool. If I don't, that's cool too. Just as long as I was more focused about the love aspect. I'm a lover boy. For y'all who don't know me, I'm a lover boy. I'm not gonna lie, there was a point after, real quick, off of this little yappage real quick, I'm gonna just yap for a quick second and go back to the topic. I've had this little internal conflict recently of just going between lover boy and going between Team FTB, you know what I'm saying? Team FTB, I have some homeboys that kind of do that right now. I'm not gonna lie, they be doing what they doing. I'm not gonna put out their business, but it's just a thought, because you know this generation's cooked. But you know, I try to have faith in God, because hey, I can't judge people when everybody does bad. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to the story time. Where was I? Oh yeah, she was like, I'm not gonna let you hit. We're not gonna do this right now. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my lover boy shit right now, so it's cool. I ain't really tripping about that. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You'll fast forward to about August. Yeah, August of 22. That was the beginning of my college classes. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I'm ready to be done with this college stuff. I can't even lie to you. But anyways, low key, I'm not gonna be real with y'all boys and girls, whoever's watching this. Low key, she let me crush for my birthday, which it was just kind of like, what? Like, that's like when you ask for a birthday gift and your girl's like, this box. Bro, I've already had that, bro. Why don't need that? I've never had it for this situation, but it's just like, bro, come on, bro. Wait, your body is my gift as a birthday present. And I just cracked that like last week. Not even last week, like 4 days ago. Come on now. It's just, I don't know. That's stupid. But anyways, yeah. This was my first time crushing. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous, all that, Also, I ain't really have nowhere to crush her, if I'm being real. This gonna sound a little crazy, and Mom, Pops, if you watching this, I'm sorry I did this. I'm not gonna do it now. Well, I can't do it now because he don't live here no more. So quick little info on what I'm about to tell y'all. So my granddad, during that time he was out of state, back at our home state, back in Georgia and Atlanta, trying to get his house built. Not Atlanta. For all y'all boys that be talking about Atlanta, we're from Atlanta, but not that kind of Atlanta, and also from like other cities like Marietta and Douglasville. If y'all know, y'all know. Shout out my boys in Marietta and East Cobb that grew up with me. But yeah, he was trying to get his house built back home because he was trying to move back. His second wife passed away, so he was trying to move back home to Atlanta just to be with family, because that's where everybody is. So he told me, because my school is literally like right up the street from, I can walk from his house to my school, or his old house. I can walk from the house to my school. So he was like, if you want to, if you need to come here for a little bit and chill out and do some schoolwork or have company over, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm not going to be here for a little bit, so this is is your space to use if you need to. Just, you know, be respectful. Excuse me. So I was like, all right, cool. Long story short, I crushed in my granddad's house. Not on his bed. That's crazy. Not on his bed. Not on none of that. He had a second room upstairs. It was like a little, I forgot what it's called. Not a living room, but it was like another one of those spaces. It was like a pull-out couch. It was like a couch with a pull-out bed and a TV and all that. It's just a little chill room. So we would always just go up there and chill out. And oh, by the way, I did a really dumb decision. And as soon as I got with this girl, I bought rubbers. I'm not gonna lie. I know I said I wasn't immediately thinking about crushing, but I did get them just to be safe. Don't cook me too much for that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'll take the heat for that. But yeah, we're at his house and just chilling out because we both went to the same school. So, you know what I'm saying? We both had classes a little later. My class was like right before hers. So she was just chilling with me. My mom came over, picked her up from her house, dropped us off at his house because she had to go to work. We had to get up mad early, by the way, because my mom had to be at work at like 7 or 8 or something. So we were both up at like 6 o'clock in the morning getting up. We didn't have class till like 11 o'clock, which is crazy, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So we upstairs chilling, watching TV. It started off cool, you know what I'm saying? Some calm, you know, just a little, you know, just a little arm around it, you know what I'm saying? Or just a little, you know what I'm saying, underneath the shirt, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Some, like I said, some calm, some chill. And then, you know what I'm saying, it started to escalate a little bit. She started rubbing on the young's arm and on his thigh, you know what I'm saying. And granted, I don't have no arm to really rub on, but you know what I'm saying, hey, it got the job done. So yeah, things escalated. She looked at me, she gave me them seductive eyes, and she started talking a little crazy, talking about, we doing this? Are you trying to fuck? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't never done it before, so let's do it. So she started, I ain't gonna lie, bro, she got on my lap and she started looking me dead in my eyes. I was like, oh yeah, she got me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, she had me wrapped around her finger, that whole little relationship. I'm not gonna lie. She had me wrapped around her finger, bro. And to this day, I still just think back on certain moments. I'm like, damn, bro, what was I doing, bro? I'm tripping. Now I'm a little bit better though, but you know what I'm saying? That's a different story. Hey, we single for right now, but when the time comes, the time comes. Pause. For anybody that says I'm weird. So yeah, she started lifting up my shirt and, you know what I'm saying? Things escalated a little more and there you go. I lost my V card. I had one of my rubbers on me. Actually, I think I had like 2 on me, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, to all the people that watch this and either are gonna crush or crush now, bro, wrap it up, bro. I got some homeboys that don't wrap it up. One of them is probably watching this right now. You know who you are. Wrap it up. My fault, y'all. The camera cut, or my phone cut out on me. It was tripping, talking about space and whatever. But yeah, wrap it up, bro. I know people talk about, oh, it feels better when you don't wrap it up, this, that, and the third. But bro, is that little temporary feeling of you crushing, is that really better, or is that really worth potentially having a kid? Because you know you can get a kid from, you don't even gotta, for real, you can pre and still get somebody pregnant, by the way. I hope y'all know that. Damn, my beard is not my goatee tripping right now. Anyways, so yeah, that was how I lost my V card, you know what I'm saying? I was putting in work, you know, or at least I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying? I heard all types of noises. They can fake a moan, but you can't fake certain things. Like they had those little leg shake, you can't fake the leg shake, you know what I'm saying? There's certain stuff you just can't fake. So yeah, which also, by the way, for all my tall boys, for all of my taller guys, bruh, mind you, she's like 5'2", 5'3". I ain't gonna lie, I'm like a foot over her, because at that time I was like 6'3", 6'4". I think now I'm like 6'5", 6'6". So that's even worse now if I were to crush her. This was on a couch, which wasn't very elevated. We didn't do the pull-out couch because I didn't want to do all that. That's a bit much of stuff to move and all that. So we just crushed on the couch. which was, you know, limited positions, but you know what I'm saying, it get the job done when you feel like crushing. Excuse me, I gotta scratch my chest real quick. Yeah, on my Charlotte boys, y'all know the couch wasn't very elevated and she's short, so you gotta bend down, bro. I ain't gonna lie, your boy was having mad cramps and all that in his legs. I got people that tease me talking about, oh, you just gotta push through, da 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 da. Bro, you don't understand, bro. I'm already, my knees are already bent, bro. I'm trying to crush, my knees are already bent because I need to get down so I can get to her level. Not no disrespectful shit, bro. My knees, my calves are cramping up, bro. I'm about to fall over, bro. You talking about you just gotta push through? I'm about to fall over trying to crush, bro. No, we just gonna switch positions and do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then this was just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna also add this in. I was real giddy after it because we both like left to go to class. And I was giddy the whole way to class, just chilling in class, and then we left. My class left a little early, so she still had classes to go to, but I was going back to my pop's crib, my grandpa's crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there, like it's Illuminati, just the whole time, just giddy, bro. Just, I ain't gonna say I was skipping, but you know what I'm saying. Your boy was a little happy. I even like FaceTime one of my homeboys that I've been talking to this girl about. So I'm like, yo, bro, I just crushed, da 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 da. He's like, oh shit, my boy done crushed. Nah, look at you, happy as shit, you smiling and shit, da 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 da, which was funny at the time, but you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. So yeah, we didn't crush like every time we were over at his house, but you know, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, it's a little crush session, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, fast forward a couple months later, we just kept crushing, you know, going out doing regular couple shit, you know what I'm saying? And then right around that same time we got together, January 2023, around that same time, she got ended, bro. I'm not gonna lie. To this day, I still don't really know why she ended the way we did, but I mean, I wasn't like, at the first time she kind of talked about it, I was a little upset. I ain't gonna lie, your boy was kind of crying and shit, because I'm a lover boy, bro. I hate to see people I love, you know, I hate to lose the people I love, you know what I'm saying? But this time I didn't really cry. I was a little upset, but I was like, damn, I just gotta do what I gotta do and keep it pushing. So fast forward a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling I'm working at a different job now. I left that job because they wasn't paying me like that. And they only gave me like, I ain't gonna lie, this job was like, it was my first job and they were paying like 10, 11 an hour. And it was weekly, which at first I was like, okay, I don't mind it. But that's after, you know what I'm saying? I'm already I'm in college now, so I got bills to pay, you know what I'm saying? Which granted, I'm still at home, you know, my parents, or my mom, I should say, but you know what I'm saying, bills still gotta be paid. If you 18 now, you gotta start paying bills, which I understand. So I was like, I need a different job, bro. I'm only getting like 120 a week. I can't do that, bro. I need something better. So I moved over to Walmart. That's my new job now, or not my job now. I left there too, but that was my new job at the moment. So you know what I'm saying. Went over to Walmart, chilling. A couple months passed. We gonna skip past over to April 2023. So I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying. Just came back home from work, or actually no, excuse me. I just came home from class actually that day. Came home from class, was chilling. I had work that day. Just scrolling on my phone, chilling. I get a text message from a phone, unsaved phone number. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a picture. So I was like, all right, I turned down the quality, and you know what I'm saying, I deleted a couple of videos, so maybe that'll work. Yeah, it was, I checked the messages, and it still hurt me to this day. It was a screenshot of a FaceTime call, and on the FaceTime call, it's my ex and one of my homeboys. And I ain't gonna lie, bro had his meat out, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bro had his meat out, so yeah, I was just like, that triggered something in me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't really like telling this story all the time, but at the same time, I gotta get it off my chest, bro. I've already let go of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm better now, I'm chilling, but you know what I'm saying? It still hurts you know what I'm saying, to think about. So at this time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to crash out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Well, I don't say that out loud because my mom's cooking, you know what I'm saying? I try to be respectful and not cuss in front of my mom. Even though I'm grown, I try not to cuss in front of my mom. So I tell her, hey, I'm gonna step outside in the car real quick and I gotta let some heat off. She was like, okay. She was a little confused because it was just random. I was like, yeah, I'll be right back. So I called some of my homeboys. I'm like, yo, this dude, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm like, yo, so and so did this, and look at this picture. Send me a screenshot of And like, yo, bro, what the fuck? You gotta confront him about this shit and see what's going on. Because I had called him at first and he didn't answer. So I was like, yo, bro, it's not to make me crash out. Mind you, he live in a whole nother state. He live up north, way up north somewhere. I'm not gonna say what state because I feel like somebody's gonna try to. I don't trust that. But yeah, just know he lives somewhere up north and nowhere near where I'm at right now, or where me and my ex were. I don't know if she's still here or not. I don't really care either. But yeah, and so I called him and I was like, yo, what the hell is this? He was like, all right, bet. Let me FaceTime you and I'm gonna let you know what happened. So I was like, all right, bet. So I hang up, he calls me on FaceTime. And he calls me on FaceTime with his cousin. Mind you, all of us play the game together, by the way, so I know his cousin and all that. So he called me back on FaceTime. I'm like, yo, so what's going on? Explain this shit. Cause I'm pissed. I'm really about to crash out if he didn't like have a reasonable answer. I was dead ass about to crash out. So he was like, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. I know exactly when this was. Let me tell you the story. So whoop de whoop whoop whoop. Long story short, because I'm not gonna put the whole story in there. Basically, he was drunk and she called him, which I was also sidetracked to back this information up. Mistake I made was letting my homeboy have my girl's phone number. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little oblivious. I was like, yeah, I trust my homeboy. He's not gonna do nothing stupid. Well, I mean, shit happens though, so it's whatever. It's whatever now. At the time, it's not whatever, but for right now, it's whatever. Long story short, she called him while he was drunk, hanging out with his family, and I guess kind of got him to do that and pull it out, which I know they say sober or drunk thoughts, sober action, drunk action, sober thoughts. That's what it is. I'm tripping. And I get that to an extent, but at the same time, I'm like, he was under influence. You know what I'm saying? She made him do something he didn't want to do. So he's like, he backs up, he's talking to his cousin because he was like, yo, didn't this have to woo 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 woo? And the cousin is like, yeah, we gonna call my homeboy Jim and his cousin Terry. So I'm talking to Jim, I'm like, yo, bro, you sure, you know what I'm saying, I can trust you and back this up? He's like, yeah. He's like, hey, Terry, wasn't this woo woo woo, this what happened? And Terry was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro, he also told me the messages. He was like, yo, Jim, you gonna tell him? He was like, yeah, so I didn't want to tell you, but I ain't gonna lie, your girl was talking mad crazy about you behind your back. So I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to ruin your happiness, but yeah, I got you. Let me show you what she said. So he goes into he screen records the messages between them, and it's just a whole bunch of her shit, or at least recently of her just shit talking me, just like, oh, he's nerdy, I don't want to have sex with him no more, blah 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 blah. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Oh, by the way, she wasn't even just talking to him. She was talking to other dudes and other girls, bro. I kid you not, other girls, bro. Mind you, this girl's quote unquote Christian, bro. Well, yeah. So I was just like, all right, bro. He's like, hey, if you want to talk to me still, that's cool. If not, I understand. Just let me know. And I honestly, genuinely apologize for not telling you and also doing that. You know what I'm saying? I was under influence. I wouldn't do you like that because I know him. I've known him as long as I've known the boy I shouted out earlier, Gerald. I've known him since I was 13. I'm 20 now, so you know what I'm saying? I've known him for a little bit. So I was just like, you know what? Give me a second to cool down. Let me think about it. Let me pray on it, and I'll get back to you. So he's like, all right, cool. So we hang up, and yeah, I talked to God about it, and he's like, you gotta forgive him. I mean, humans make mistakes. You make mistakes. You've made many mistakes, but humans make mistakes. You gotta swallow that pride. Pause. Don't be weird about that, and just You know what I'm saying? Just, you gotta take that blow, but you gotta forgive him. I forgave you, you gotta forgive him. So I was like, all right, cool. I was a little hesitant to do it, but I was like, all right, cool. Which even now, some of my homeboys, they say I'm a better man than they are because I forgave him, and we're still cool to this day. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that same mistake again, but we're still cool to this day. I've had like two, three homeboys, and even one of my god brothers back in ATL, they was like, yeah, you're a better man than me, because I wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have been talking no more or nothing. I was just like, yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. I ain't really tripping. I'm not about to let no female ruin my friendship over somebody I know somebody for 6+ years. I'm not about to let no girl that I've been dating for a year change that. Especially not over something dumb like that. So yeah, nah. So yeah, we're still cool. I didn't text that girl back, by the way. She texted me, and I just deleted the messages after that day. I didn't even want to think about that no more or nothing. I didn't want to respond to her or nothing. So fast forward a little bit, because she still was contacting me. We're gonna fast forward to about August 2023, right before, like a couple weeks before my birthday. I get a call at 9 a.m. Rapid call. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, who the fuck is blowing up my phone while I'm trying to sleep before I go to work? I didn't even know who it was. For all my boys and girls who got an Apple or iPhone, you know when somebody call you, it's an unsaved number, but their name is on their number. That's what it was. So I seen the name, and I was like, fuck, bro, what does she want? So I called. Long story short, she was like, hey, how you doing? I'm checking up on you. Woo. I'm like, I'm cool. What you need? What you calling me for? Because we're not really talking no more. So what's up? What you need? She was like, oh, I was just really checking on you, and I just wanted to know if we could, get back, not necessarily get back together, but at least like be friends to start off with. And I was like, I don't even know if I want to deal with you. I didn't say that, but I was like, I don't know if I want to, have any type of relationship with you again. So I was like, let me think on it, because I got to go to work. Let me think on it, and I'll let you know by the end of the day. So she was like, okay, cool. And then we hung up. And mind you, I didn't want to call her back, but I'll get to that. So I go to work, come back home. All right, this should be the last time. I'm sorry, I just keep cutting out, bro. I had to fix something on my phone real quick. So she texted me, or not texted me, excuse me. I came back from work. I texted her because I didn't want to call her back. I was like, yo, I appreciate the opportunity, but I'm going to pass on that. You know what I'm saying? I still wish you the best in life. And, you know what I'm saying? God bless you. And then I texted her, and I left that alone thinking I was going to be done. Man, 5 minutes later, get a phone call again. I'm like, fuck, bro. She called back, and I answered. I'm like, bro, what you want? So she was like, oh, it was a conversation that didn't need to last more than 30 seconds to a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. By the way, both of these phone calls this day lasted an hour. So I talked to her for a whole 2 hours that day. Didn't want to, but it lasted a whole 2 hours. She wouldn't get off the phone with me, and then she said some disrespectful shit to me. I ain't gonna lie, it was disrespectful. So she was like, she asked about one of my homeboys and one of his, exes now. She was like, oh yeah, how's so-and-so, his girl doing? Because they were with us a couple times when we hung out. Because we, like double dates and just went to hang out and some shit like that. I was like, oh, they're chilling, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? He's still with this girl, woo. And then she was like, oh, okay, that's good. And then she has the nerve to mutter underneath her breath. She's like, at least somebody knows how to act. And I was like, yeah. That trigger, I was like, yeah, no, we're done. So I was like, all right, yeah, no, we're done. I'm cool. If there's nothing else you want to say, I don't need you on my phone no more. And so she was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it though, but yeah, you have a good one, and I wish you the best in life. Bye. We both hung up. And then she texted me again. And guess what? She texted me from 2 different numbers this time, because I had blocked her right after that. She texted me from that number, and then she texted me from another number. Just a whole paragraph essay, just talking shit. Oh, woo, you tried this, that, and the third. Oh, actually, real quick, let me rewind a little bit. Let me do what my homeboy did. Rewind time. So what was I gonna say? Fuck, I rewinded. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Damn. No, wait, I already said that. Never mind. Fast forward again. She texted me. She was calling me childish. Oh, actually, no. I do remember what I was going to say. My bad, y'all. Rewind again. So go back again to one of my homeboy, what he said. She had said, fuck, I forgot it already. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me think a little bit, y'all. Let me think a little bit. Let me think. Oh, right. Okay, so back to the phone call. So she told me that the reasoning behind the screenshot, because obviously we talked about that. So she was like, the reasoning behind that and the reason why she didn't tell me that, you know what I'm saying, he had his meet out on call was because she thought I was trying to get her to say something or do something and try to set her up. Why would I willingly tell my homeboy, hey, go on call with my girl and pull your meat out? You know how stupid that sounds? That's stupid. That's dumb. We're not thinking. We're not paying attention. So yeah, basically she was trying to put the blame on me. She kept putting the blame on me. That was part of the reason why I was like, yeah, you gotta get off my phone. So yeah, my fault, y'all. I had to think about that. But yeah, she was just, I don't know, bro. She was on something, bro, to be saying it like that. Talking about, she was just kept trying to put the blame on me. Just kept trying. I'm like, you didn't tell me. Why would I tell him to do that? That's dumb. I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. But yeah, so fast forward again. The whole paragraph essay, 2 paragraphs actually. She was just talking shit. Oh, you're childish. You walk and stand like anime characters. Da 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 da. She don't even watch anime, so I don't even know how she knows that. First off, and second of all, I'm standing still. How am I supposed to stand? You want me to stand with, you know, my boxers hanging out so you can see my cheeks, bro? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Trying to get me to be something I'm not. Which I don't stand like no anime character, but, and I'm somewhat from, I'm a little bit mixed. I'm from suburb/hood area, so I do a little bit of both. But I'm not gonna. I try not to sag because that's just dumb. And also, the people who know where sagging came from, hey, if you know, you know. So if you really sagging for it like that, you might be DL. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. Look up how sagging became a thing. You might be DL. You might make you fuck. It may make you stop sagging. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just talking crazy shit. Da 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 da. Oh, this why I did this. Da 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 da. Woo dee woo woo woo. I'm just over here laughing the whole time because I'm like, yo, what is she chatting about, bro? She's not dead serious right now. And so, I ain't gonna lie, this was a little childish. This was the childish part of me because I'm 19 at this point, or going on 19. All that to say, I responded to her with an iMessage 8-ball, and she was like, you know what? I'm done with you. Don't ever text me again. Don't call me. Don't message me. And I'm like, I didn't want to do that in the first place. You contacted me. I was cool. I didn't even remember your phone number. This is a whole nother number you're calling me on, talking about all this crazy shit. What are you talking about? So yeah, I ain't messaged her after that. You know what I'm saying? I removed her number, blocked her. I blocked all of her numbers that she texted me on, deleted all the messages. Well, I kept them for a little bit because it was funny to look at. I showed my coworkers at work, and I told the people I know. So yeah, y'all, that's how your boy's last relationship ended. This was in 2023. Your boy's been single since 2023, you know what I'm saying? But we still going strong, you know what I'm saying? We focusing on getting this money right now, honestly, low key. And you know what I'm saying, just living life. So yeah, my bad for all the cuts and all that mess. I might try to edit it. It's not gonna be edited out because you can't really edit that out because I had resumed right where I was after I resumed the video. My bad for the yappage and, you know what I'm saying, the stutter and all that. You know, your boy's still trying to get, you know, looking better for the camera, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even look good for the camera because cut is nasty, glasses is a little dirty right now, and all that. But yeah, that's all that to say. That's how I lost my V card and how me and my ex are no longer a thing. I just felt like I had to include that because I'm talking about her. And also because my homeboy did it. Like I said, go check out his video too. His video is kind of funny too. I remember when that happened. Me and him was on the game and all that shit. But yeah, y'all, if y'all enjoyed the video, like it, hit it with a thumbs up. If you want to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can, you know what I'm saying, join the family. By the way, I don't know if this is going to be a thing or not. We'll see what happens. But boys, I've been shouting out. His community is called FTW for the World. I might as well. I used to be a part of the Young Clan, you know what I'm saying, back in the day when everybody was trying to be a gaming clan and all that. We're not necessarily I don't want to call it necessarily a gaming clan or nothing. It's more like a community, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be trying to do a lot of different type of videos, you know what I'm saying? For the time being, my content's probably going to be Christian based or like gaming based. And then, you know what I'm saying, when I get my equipment up and moved, because I got some stuff I got to do, I might get some PC games to play that. So if you want me to play any Steam games on PC, let me know. If y'all want to see some IRL content, let me know, because we talked about doing that the other day on his stream, actually last night. Yeah, I appreciate anybody who's still watching this video. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, comment on your favorite part of the video, or just comment whatever and let me know what kind of content y'all want to see out of me. And yeah, this has been my story time. I appreciate y'all for checking in. I love y'all. God loves y'all. Remember that. God loves y'all. He sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for us. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.